You know what I just realized, guys? I forgot to blend under my chin. I blended under it now. All gone. I don't blame you. You're sick of using foundation. Who isn't? Look, I get it. I get it. I'm a foundation girl. I love using foundation. But for those days where you just couldn't be stuffed and you just want a no makeup foundation look, this is one of my go-to looks right here. Might not be for everybody. Obviously, I understand that. You can't please everyone. A no foundation look doesn't mean no makeup look. I'm still very much going to be using makeup products, as you can see. This is going to be a full face of makeup, no eyeshadow, but without foundation. Oh, and another thing I forgot to add. This whole tutorial is going to be done just using my fingers. There isn't going to be any foundation brushes. There isn't going to be any brushes for that matter. In fact, the only brush that is going to be used, brow product and my eyelashes, they are actually essentially brush wands. so there's that, but pretty much everything else on my face is just going to be hand use only. No brushes are required. Okay, now let's get into the video. First things first, we're going to be priming the face with the Mecca Cosmetica Hyaluronic Primer. Alternatively, you can skip this step and go straight in with the Multitasker Better Than Filters Primer by Rimmel. Now, lately, because it is getting winter, I'm finding that my skin needs a little bit more hydration. That's just how it is at this time of year. So I'm going to be applying a couple of drops, maybe a few drops of this hyaluronic acid to the skin. I really love this because it's just a easy primer to put on and smooth over. And what I love about it is it sinks right into the skin. And guys, today's tutorial is pretty much going to be done only with one hand. I'm still in this cast. I broke my wrist. For those of you who don't know, I broke my wrist on the 5th of May. And they said it's going to take 3 months to heal. So I'm hopefully getting the cast taken off the 16th or 17th of June. Before we do any spot concealing with concealer, if needed, I'm going in with the primer. And this is the one that I've been loving the most. As a matter of fact, I just shook it, but I've used almost, I mean, I've only got a little bit less than half of it left now. Loving this product. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it because I find it's just a beautiful, no foundation, if you know what I mean. I think I need a little bit more. And working that into the skin. Every now and then you find these products that you think are going to be not worth the hype, but this one is definitely worth the hype in my opinion. And I actually think it's been quite underrated. I mean, I haven't really seen many people talking about this product, but every time I go into the shopping centre and I check into Priceline, there's only like a few bottles left on the shelves. Whether that be because it's not available in every country, not too sure. Now we're going in with concealer. One of my tried and true favourites of all time is the Peau SPF 25 concealer. And this one here is in the shade Beige. What I love about it is it conceals really, really easily. And I'm just going to run that product on my finger and pretty much dab where I need concealer. Do my under eyes. I did pick up enough concealer for both eyes. And this is really, really similar in texture to the NARS matte concealer. I have a brown spot here which is quite, all my eyelashes are falling out, which is quite my biggest brown spot in terms of brown spots. They have been significantly fading as I've been using this dark spot eliminator by a company called Banish, and they're a small company based in California. And they did send me this dark spot corrector, so I've been using that on there, and I've been finding that the brown spot has been significantly getting lighter. And the thing with these, you know, dark spot eliminators and all that, you do have to be consistent because they lose their effectiveness. Same with retinol products, you know, as soon as you stop using them, the effects don't tend to last. You've got to be consistent with using them, and unfortunately that's just the way it is. I'm just really not interested in getting any fillers done, or Botox for that matter. Could use a little bit more. Just gonna go straight in with the tube there, work that in. Doesn't need to be completely masked. You know, this is just my personal preference in terms of not going in with a full face of foundation. Mind you, my full face of foundation still shows my brown spots anyway. But you know, for those days you just don't want to wear foundation whatsoever, especially having to wash it off and all that sort of stuff. And not, you know, with this, instead of really doing a two-step cleanse, you could possibly just get away with a one-step cleanse, but in the end I still do like to do a two-step cleansing routine. Make sure, especially if you have sunscreen on, you need to get that sunscreen off. All right, a bare face with a really well, nice defined eyebrow is beautiful. I'm going in with the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel. This one is in the shade Dutch. And I'm just working that in really lightly through the eyebrows just to add some depth. That's it. I am going to be doing a little bit of bronzing contouring, just using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand Easy Contour, just to warm up the skin a bit. Again, just using my fingers, working and patting that soft contour in. Really just taking the time to pat that product in without spreading it. Now I have two beautiful blushes by Glossier. The shade that I'm going to be using today is Dusk, because it's like your perfect nude brown colour. Putting a little bit of that on my cheeks. I think I put a bit too much actually, so we'll just leave it there. I'll just take the excess off and put some on there. What a beautiful, neutral, flattering tone. It's almost like the same color as the new Danessa Myricks Skin Blurring Powder Balm. The Danessa Myricks one though has shimmer, whereas this doesn't actually have shimmer. So if you're looking for a non-shimmery product, and I know that the Danessa Myricks one is an actual low lighter, this is perfect. You know what? It's such a light color, I'm actually going in with the same amount to double that up. Taking that off, bringing some over to the other side, and just building up on that color because it's just, I just want it to be a little bit more deeper. And don't be afraid to bring it up higher under the eye. It gives a more realistic sun-kissed look. Now, if you're in the market for a foundation powder to powder your face, you can absolutely go no wrong with the new Natasha High Glam powder foundation. It is so soft, feels like silk. You just need to go in with a brush instead of that sponge that it comes with. Dust lightly with a stipple brush, brush it all over the areas that you need. Maybe it's just the T-zone that you need the focus on if you're a very, very oily person, and then it'll lock all that makeup in. Next is time for mascara, and I purchased this new mascara by the Aussie brand Mecca Max, and it's called Wink Ink Super Mascara. I've always wanted to try this, so today's going to be the first time trying it. Comes like this, really cute. Packaging, very similar to the packaging that they have for most of their Mecca Max products, and this is just in the shade black. And there that goes. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, what is this on the end of it? Okay, here we go. I'm being really careful not to touch my eyelids. But even if you do, wait for it to dry, take it off with a cotton bud. So far, I'm liking this mascara. It's not clumping whatsoever and it dries down quite quickly, so you do need to work a little bit quick. In terms of volume and in terms of length and the depth of the black, I'm really loving this. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye. Also, don't forget to do your lower lashes. Okay, and now finally we're going on to lips. And I'm trying this new lip liner by Morphe Soutmatte, and it's the Filling Gel Lip Liner in the shade Honey. And I've been always wanting to try this out, so finally picked it up. And I'm just going to be overdrawing the lips. Firstly, this goes on so smooth, like butter. Oh my gosh, for a lip liner, I love that it's not dragging, it doesn't feel dry. Impressed. You know what, I'm going to fill the whole lips in with this colour. Really love this product. Just for a little bit of hydration and shine, I'm going in with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Stamp Champ Fantasy. And I'm only putting a little bit of this gloss on the lower part of the lips. That's it, guys. That is it. So anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.